This piece is simply mesmerizing. At first glance, it might look like a beautifully crafted wooden table, but take a closer look, and you'll see so much more. The way the tabletop captures and reflects the world around it is like pure magic. With its crystal-clear epoxy finish, this table doesn't just hold objects, it holds light, color, and even nature itself. The reflective surface acts like a mirror, drawing in the soft greens of the surrounding plants and the vibrant purples of nearby flowers. It's as though the table becomes an extension of the garden, blending seamlessly with the environment. Few pieces of furniture can do this, and this table achieves it with elegance and charm. Let's talk about the craftsmanship, because it's extraordinary. The tabletop itself is a flawless piece of art. Achieving this level of clarity and depth in epoxy requires immense skill, patience, and experience. One tiny mistake, one stray bubble, or an uneven surface, and the entire piece could be ruined. But here, every inch of the epoxy is like smooth glass, perfectly level, perfectly transparent, perfectly showcasing the natural grain of the wood beneath it. And that grain, look at it closely. You can see how the rich tones of the wood dance beneath the surface. There's a beautiful harmony between the earthy textures of the wood and the ultra-modern glossy finish of the epoxy. This is not just a table. It's a conversation piece, a visual experience. Then we move to the base. The central pedestal is a stunning example of wood-turning mastery. The curves, proportions, and balanced design anchor the entire piece, giving it both strength and elegance. The natural finish of the pedestal contrasts wonderfully with the shimmering surface above, creating a perfect blend of rustic warmth and contemporary style. It's this balance between tradition and innovation, between raw nature and polished art, that makes this table so special. Now imagine this table in your own space, in a sunlit dining room, a cozy outdoor terrace, or even in a modern office. It's the kind of piece that draws the eye and sparks conversation. Guests won't just admire it, they'll ask about it. They'll want to know who created it, how it was made, and where they can see more. And if you want to see more masterpieces like this, make sure you subscribe to Wood Carving Artist. Our channel is dedicated to showcasing the finest wood artistry from around the world. From grand sculptures to functional art like this table. We bring you the beauty of craftsmanship and the stories behind each piece. Don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button now and become part of our growing community of art lovers and makers. What I especially admire about this table is its timeless quality. It's a piece that will age gracefully. Over time, as the wood subtly changes tone and the epoxy continues to gleam, it will develop even more character. This is not a table you replace in a few years. It's one you cherish for a lifetime. The choice of materials also speaks volumes. Using high-quality wood with such rich grain patterns ensures that the beauty of the piece will endure. The artisan clearly selected every element with care, honoring the wood and enhancing its natural allure. If you're inspired by this creation, and I know I am, take a moment to explore more here on Wood Carving Artist. We have an entire world of handcrafted wonders waiting for you. And remember, craftsmanship like this deserves to be celebrated. If you appreciate the dedication, skill, and passion that goes into works like this table, subscribe now to our channel. Leave us a comment and share this video with fellow art enthusiasts. Together, we can keep the art of fine woodworking alive and thriving, and keep bringing you stunning pieces like this one. This piece is nothing short of breathtaking, a bold and brilliant fusion of nature and color, form and imagination. What immediately grabs your attention is the striking contrast between the natural wood grain and the vibrant epoxy colors. This vase isn't just a container. It's an explosion of creativity, encased in resin and polished to a mirror finish. The interplay of deep red, ocean blue, and warm golden tones feels like a visual symphony, each section blending yet holding its own personality. Look at how the red sweeps across the rim, like a ribbon of fire embracing the wood. The blue provides a calm, grounding presence beneath, like a reflection of a clear sky or tranquil sea. And in between, the wood itself is alive, its burl patterns full of swirls, knots, and organic imperfections that make every inch unique. You can tell that no two pieces like this will ever exist. It's not just handmade, it's one of a kind. What's truly special here is the balance between the materials. The artist didn't let the epoxy overpower the wood. Instead, they complemented each other, letting the grain breathe and speak while accentuating it with bold, expressive strokes of color. That harmony takes skill, it takes vision, and it takes a deep respect for the wood itself. Now, imagine running your hands along its surface, the glassy smoothness, the cool touch of resin, the subtle shift as your fingers glide from wood to color and back again. This vase isn't just meant to be seen, it's meant to be felt. If this kind of craftsmanship speaks to you, don't forget to subscribe to Wood Carving Artist. Our channel is home to creations like this, where tradition meets innovation, and every piece has a story behind it. Whether you're a collector, a fellow maker, or just someone who appreciates fine art, you'll find inspiration here. Let's take a moment to appreciate the shaping of this piece. The curves are flawless, full-bodied yet elegant, rounded in a way that feels both modern and timeless. The thickness of the rim gives it presence and strength, while the open form invites you to peer inside and see how the colors melt and flow together. The shape alone would be impressive in natural wood, but combined with this vibrant resin work, it becomes a showstopper. This vase could easily live in an art gallery, or in a sunlit room where it catches the light and glows. Place it on a pedestal, a shelf, or a centerpiece table, and watch it become the most talked about object in the room. It radiates personality, bold, joyful, and fearless. And that's what we aim to share on Wood Carving Artist. Pieces that defy expectations, works that turn wood into magic. So if you haven't already, now's the perfect time to hit that subscribe button. Stay with us and explore the journey from raw timber to stunning art. Each of our videos dives into the process, revealing the techniques, the tools, the setbacks, and the triumphs behind every creation. You'll see how colors are chosen, how forms are sculpted, and how ideas come to life. It's more than just woodworking. It's storytelling through grain and resin. So here's our invitation to you. Join the movement, share your passion, and celebrate craftsmanship with us. Whether you're here to admire, learn, or create, subscribe to Wood Carving Artist and be part of a growing community that honors skill, imagination, and the beauty of natural materials. Leave a comment below and tell us, what does this piece remind you of? A planet? A dreamscape? A sculpture in motion? We'd love to hear your interpretation. Thank you for watching, and we can't wait to share the next masterpiece with you. Because at Wood Carving Artist, every piece has a soul, and every soul deserves to shine. This stunning piece is a masterclass in combining natural beauty with modern artistry. At first glance, what captures your eye is the perfect harmony between the deep, rich wood tones and the shimmering resin accents. This vase is not simply an object. It's a conversation between texture, color, and craftsmanship. The spiraling pattern gives it a sense of movement, almost as if the wood is flowing upward in a dance with the resin. The deep brown tones evoke the warmth of earth and nature, while the golden highlights within the resin add a touch of light and mystery, like sunlight caught within a forest canopy. Every angle of this vase tells a different story. The variations in grain, the subtle imperfections of the wood, and the way the resin wraps around it. They all speak to the artist's vision and the patience required to create a piece like this. It is the kind of work that invites you to stop, look closer, and appreciate the countless hours of dedication it represents. Imagine this vase displayed in your home, on a mantle, in a softly lit room, or as a centerpiece on a table. It would immediately draw attention, sparking curiosity and admiration. It's not merely decor, it's a statement of taste and appreciation for fine craftsmanship. At Wood Carving Artist, we believe in celebrating pieces like this, works that remind us of the possibilities when tradition meets innovation. If you love seeing how wood can be transformed into something extraordinary, be sure to subscribe to Wood Carving Artist. Our channel takes you behind the scenes, showing you the artistry, techniques, and passion that bring creations like this to life. One of the most captivating elements of this piece is its balance. The artist has resisted the temptation to let the resin dominate. Instead, the resin enhances the wood, accentuating its natural character, not covering it. This respect for the material is what elevates good work into great art. And let's not overlook the flawless finish, the glossy surface that reflects light and adds depth to every swirl and layer. It takes incredible skill and care to achieve such a polish. You can almost feel the smoothness through the screen. If this kind of craftsmanship inspires you, don't miss out. Subscribe to Wood Carving Artist today. Whether you're an admirer, a fellow woodworker, or someone curious about the possibilities of combining wood and resin, there's something here for you. Join our community, where every piece tells a story, and every story is a journey. We invite you to become part of that journey. Subscribe now and discover a world where wood comes alive in the hands of passionate artists.